Hey everyone, it's the guy Zero. I know I haven't been making many videos lately, but I've just been playtesting for regionals like crazy. Um, a couple days ago, I'd say Saturday, I found out something really bad about my deck. One of the main cards I use and abuse like crazy is Starlight Road, and I use it to protect all my stuff, but mostly I use it to protect Oppression and Fossil Dyna. But on Saturday, I found out I can't do that. Apparently, Konami ruled the optional part of Special Summoning Stardust is part of the actual card's effect, so you can negate this with Oppression, even if they don't try and Special Summon a Stardust, and you cannot act this while Fossil Dyna is face up on the field. So, like, part of my whole engine just went out the window right there, because it no longer can protect Oppression or Fossil Dyna, which really, really sucked. Because of that, I was forced to rethink my options and start going over them and going, okay, what can I do about this? What can I, can I salvage this? So I really had to go over my deck and redo it. Another thing I had to do was I run a 60 card deck, and I was only running about, let me see, I had 6, 9, 10, 11. I had 14 monsters, okay? This caused a problem because it was highly unlikely I was to draw one. Well, I did draw them, but if I didn't draw them, it was going to be really bad for me, and I actually started not drawing them. So what I had to do is I had to bump my monster count up. Another thing I had to do was, one of the decks I was having a real big problem, like, I was having a real big problem with my main deck. Face down monsters and the grave started really, really hurting me. So, I started thinking, what can I do to stop that? So, basically, I had to redo my entire gadget deck, and I'm going to show you that here now. First, we got 3 Fossil Dyna. One of the main cards of the deck still, just amazing card. Stops all special summoning, or I can set him, you special summon all you want, you attack him, you're destroyed. So, amazing card for that aspect. Next card is actually main deck 3 DD Crow. DD Crow is amazing. It's in my hand. They don't expect it. They're thinking, oh, he hasn't sided yet. He doesn't have crows. I'm good. I'm gonna go, Gom's emergency call, grab back, this, and they start playing all their stuff, and I just go Crow, and they're like, wait, you main deck that? And the first one is unexpected. They're like, wow, okay, one random Crow main deck. And then when the second one comes out, they're like, where'd that come from? They really don't expect 2 main deck. But it helps against a lot of decks, honestly. When I'm versing Sinker Cat, I can get rid of their Flamvels when they use Rekindling. When I'm versing X-Sabers, yeah, I don't have to explain that one. When I'm versing GBs, I can just stop Darius plays. They summon Meshiari, I kill it, they try and Darius the thing, I just DD Crow it. Can stop, Pot of Avarice plays by my opponent, regardless of what deck they're running. Kills Dandy. Oh my gosh. This thing wrecks Dandy Warrior. If you verse anywhere and you DD Crow Dandelion, they just, they pretty much can't recover. Samian, hilarious card. I actually like running him now. He can search DD Crow, he can search Giant Rat, he can search Fossil Dyna, he can search my gadgets, he can search Gale, he can search any one of my monsters except for Trigodia. And seeing them hit him, and I search it really makes them think about their plays, and it really puts them in a bad position. Next is 3 Red Gadget. This is my standard set of 9 gadget. So I have monsters, I don't run out. People are like, why don't you run 2 apiece? And it's like, because I don't want to run out of gadgets. Thanks. So yeah. Standard 9 set of gadgets, nothing to say about that. Again, 2 Giant Rat. Amazing card. Searches gadgets, fuels my grave for Pot of Avarice. That's about it. But it can also search Fossil Dyna. So, set this, they run into a Flamvel Fire Dog. I special summon Fossil Dyna, they can't special summon or Synchro. It's really amazing. And then a card I actually threw in again is Gale. Now, I used to not like this card because it was kind of slow in my opinion, but with people always syncering for Stardust Dragon these days, that's all they go for. They go synchro Stardust, synchro Stardust, synchro Stardust. It's like, okay, you know what? Gale, half your Stardust, run its ass over. Gale is amazing for that purpose. So, you know, I like Gale again. Plus, it does give me access to synchros. Black Rose reversing a stall deck. Armor Master. You know, it gives me access to synchros. So, it's a decent card. One Trigodia, obviously, beat stick, take monster, etc. guy. He's just staple. Nothing new about that. So yeah, 20 monsters. So that I have a much better monster count now. And DD Crow, I might want to add. DD Crow works beautifully with Pot of Avarice. It fuels my grave so fast, and I can use it at any time I want. So I'm really liking DD Crow. Next, to Smashing Ground. Smashing Ground, obviously, get rid of Jujus, get rid of Honest, get rid of any defense monster I don't want there. I used to run 3. I found 3 was too much, so I toned it down. I took out 2 Shrinks and 1 Smashing Ground, and I threw in these. I took out 2 Fissure and 1 Smashing Ground, and threw in 3 Shrink. Shrink, I know people are like, well, Shrink is bad. Shrink is amazing. This card is epic right now. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but like, you know, I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'll see what it does. And Shrink has saved my ass so many times, I can't even count how many. You know, Honest and Collude aren't a problem anymore. Blackwings are just, they became tier 2 now. Lightsworn became tier 2, so you don't see them a lot anymore. You know, against Dandelion and stuff who think, oh yeah, I can just attack you and get away with it and never have any problems. Shrink really messes them up, you know. They attack you, activate like Book of Moon, their Lad negates it, change Shrink. You can Shrink Stardust and get over it with Gadgets and, you know, Rat. You can, when they attack your Fossil Dyna, you can Shrink their monster. They hit Fossil Dyna, you still blow up all their monsters, and you keep Fossil Dyna. It's just such a good card. 2 Pot of Avarice, I was running 3. I dropped 1 just because 3 was a little excessive. So I dropped it to 2. 1 Fissure just for destruction. 3 Book of Moon. A really great card. Not much I can say about that. I like it a lot, you know. And especially with this next card. I am now main decking 2 Nolman of Crossout. This card is epic. I love drawing this card. Getting rid of Rykos, getting rid of Spy, getting rid of Guard, getting rid of whatever they play. And then combining this with this is ungodly unfair. Because I literally go, like, there's some cards I cannot get past, like Guardian. Inferno Guardian, when I have no cards in hand, I can't destroy it. So I go, Book of Moon, it goes face down, Nolman Cross out, it's removed from play. It's amazing. On to traps, 2 Oppression, you know, standard negation. 2 Bottomless, standard, you know, like, get off my field kind of attack. I still run my 3 Widespread. Widespread is amazing. It saved me so many times during playtesting. Especially against like Thought Ruler. Sakura 2 Armor, again amazing, stops attacks. And then 3D Prison, you know, stops attacks. 1 Solemn for negation. 3 Dark Bribe for negation. 3 Divine Wrath to stop effects. And I found out something cool about this card. It doesn't target. This card doesn't target. It targets the effect, not the monster. Which means I can use this on your freaking Obelisk. Take that, Obelisk runners. I hate you. Anyways. Sorry, I'm so tired of Obelisk. 3 Starlight Road, more negation. I know I can't use this with my cards I mentioned before, Fossil Dyna Impression, but it's still a really good card. I still use it a lot, so I still use 3 of it. And compulsory for monster control, you know. So that's my updated deck. It's been doing really well. I'm really happy with it. My side deck, the only change I made to my side deck was I threw in 3 Raging Flame sprites. This card is epic versus stall decks. You know, they start stalling and they're like, haha, you can't attack with anything. You summon this and they're like, what the hell? And you start attacking for massive amounts of damage and they don't know what to do. So it's really good. That's my updated regionals deck. It's probably what we'll be taking to regionals. It's been playtesting amazingly. And really, you know, I just want to let you guys know what I've been doing. Sorry about not making a lot of videos. I've been playtesting a lot. So I'll catch you guys later. Alright, bye.